Presteigne, Llanandras, in front of the Judge's Lodging. A very nice place to visit, by the way, and in which at the moment we have an exhibition by local artist Rebecca Davis, who is standing here next to me. And it's as you can see on here, it's a still life exhibition. So why don't we go inside and have a look at some pictures? What do you think, Rebecca?
Yes, you're welcome. Yes.
So here we are in the Judge's Lodging tea rooms, which are open, and you can pop in here without having to pay to go and see the Judge's Lodgings and have a lovely cup of tea, which is what we've just had, and some para breath. Anyway, here we are with Rebecca. Now, Rebecca Davis, you are a local, you live here in Presteigne, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
And tell me a bit about your early time in Herefordshire, because I believe that you lived in a house with no electricity.
Yes, that's correct. Yes,
wow.
I lived in a part of Herefordshire called Edwin Loach near Bromyard, and my parents bought a very old house to renovate, and they renovated it but never put electricity in, so that's how I ended up living without electricity till the age of 17.
Till you were 17?
Yeah.
Good heavens.
Yeah.
Right, so did you have like oil lamps like they have here in the lodgings? Or?
Yes, candles, and the sort of oil lamps you carried around with you. Yes, so it was an adventure, indeed.
It was, yeah. So that must have formed an awful lot of your early impressions, because you were quite artistic at a young age, weren't you? Because you went to art classes, I think.
Yes, I attended art classes when I was 8 years old with Cecily Sash, who is a South African, was a South African artist, and she held classes in Leominster.
Right.
And she was quite an inspiration for me at the time. Yes, so, and even now.
So what was her art? Describe her art to me. What was it like? What stuff?
She concentrated very much on the still life aspect of art.
Which you did as well, don't you?
Yes, yeah. I think still life for me is my passion. Even though I do cross over to landscape painting as well.
Right.
And sometimes I combine the two, which is quite interesting.
So, and I gather you also spent quite a lot of time on the Iberian Peninsula in Portugal.
Portugal, yes.
Whereabouts in Portugal?
In the north of Portugal, in a town called Presteigne, which is about half an hour from the Spanish border.
Right, so that's up in the sort of Vigo, Galicia area, isn't it?
Yeah, it's heading towards,
Yeah, where they do some very nice wines.
Yes.
Yes, I've been there. So, I guess in Portugal you had electricity.
Oh yes,
so
definitely.
Did you pursue
Well, I had electricity when I went to university.
Oh, good, right.
So I discovered that then.
Yeah. So your paintings, I'm looking around at them now. I don't know if we can see them on the camera at all, but like they are very, very. What's the word? They're very much you, aren't they? I've never seen a style like that before.
Yes. Well, I think I draw together objects which I find. I'm drawn to. Some of them are like bits of pottery, which is also draws me back to childhood, where I spent time looking for what I call treasures. When the land is ploughed and it turns up bits of pottery and different things. Keys, they popped into my paintings from an early age as well.
It's like old keys, you mean?
Yes, old keys. Yeah, not the ones you
get. Big, heavy cast iron jobs.
Yes, yeah. And sort of the little ones. They had little ones, and you often wonder what they opened. And also, I'm very drawn to the ceramics and the textiles and the cultures of places. So that's what I was drawn to when I lived in Portugal. Was the actual cultural aspect of it.
You see, I'm not an artist, but I would say all of your paintings in this room, to me, stand out as having a very Iberian sort of nature to them. Like the, how do I put it, like the milk jug over there, the egg cup. And they've got that Spanish sort of blue and white, as in the azulejos, the tiles, azulejos in Portuguese, I would imagine, and the house over there, with the roof. It's all very, in fact, actually ideal weather at the moment, isn't it? Because it's so red hot outside.
Yes, it is,
These all look like they were painted somewhere where it was very hot, where the wind is actually hot,
Yeah.
as opposed to England and Wales, where normally the wind is quite cold, even if the sun's out, but today's an exception, it's very warm. But they have that very Spanish sort of, Spanish-Portuguese, sorry,
Yes, Portuguese.
sorry, because I spend more time in Spain than Portugal, but
Yeah.
they have that very, let's call it Iberian
Yeah.
influence to them, I think.
Yeah.
And also the bright colours as well, aren't they? Because you're very much into the bright colours. In fact, it's quite funny looking at your embroidery puzzle there, right next to that oil painting of, what's his name, Arthur Walsh, the second Baron of somewhere or other. Completely different styles,
Yes,
aren't they?
definitely, yeah. So the painters, well, that has obviously changed in colour over time.
Yeah. It'll probably freshen up with a bit of turps.
But,
So your paintings, these are all, is it oil?
oil paintings, yes.
They're all oil paintings, right.
I prefer to work in oil. It just feels more fluid for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
And do you work in any other medium as well?
I work in collage, so and also I'm a printmaker as well, so I do lino cuts and etchings.
And for somebody who's not an artist, what is a collage? Because I'm not.
Collage, well, it's kind of fun because you kind of draw on lots of different elements. You can use bits of paper, found objects, and then you can work over the top with paint and pencil, and you bring them all together.
This actually is my favourite. I don't quite know why, but I just love the leaf patterns, and somehow those lemons look like they're just looking for a gin. I think it's really good, that one. And this actually is Portuguese, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it was an embroidery top which I borrowed one day from a gardener in Portugal, and it was her wedding
Right.
outfit. Yes.
That's really nice.
But the actual cabbages, cabbages are fun actually because especially when you get, I know we don't like caterpillars, but they make interesting holes and the whole sort of the whole pattern created by the colours is fascinating. Yes.
But this is all to do with Portugal, but you are now here in Wales.
Yes.
So is there any sort of Welsh influence in your art now?
Yes, there is. I moved to Wales about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Came over the border, and I've been drawn to Wales for quite a number of years, but I've noticed that there's certain crossovers and similarities between what I observed in Portugal and all the bright colours and the textiles and the ceramics and also the folklore side of it, because it's about culture, and the connection between what I saw in Wales and you've got the textiles, you've got the ceramics, you've got the love spoons, keys, which there's so much in common, and it was like a new direction but familiar. And my newest paintings are influenced by Wales.
So shall we go and have a look at some of those?
Yes.
Right, let's go and have a look. Okay, so Rebecca was talking about the Welsh influence on her work in more recent years, in the last sort of 4 years, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
Since 2022.
Yes. Yeah.
And here we are under some of the more Welsh influenced pictures. For example, daffodils. That is a Welsh
love spoon.
A Welsh love spoon.
Yes.
Again, has to be Rebecca because there's a key in it, an old key. Talk us through a few of the others as well.
Yes, well, these ones, as you say, are my newest paintings, and I started feeling that there was a connection between the Portuguese love of textiles and the Welsh blankets, and the patterns of the Welsh blankets, which are a lot more geometric, and so it was a kind of interesting addition to my pictures, and so I started growing ideas from there, and the colours obviously of the blankets, and some of the ceramics as well. They're very bright, and also reflect on the landscape of Wales.
And I noticed you've sort of, apart from the one up there, the studio key, you've sort of lost quite a lot of the Iberian blue and white, haven't you?
Yes, yeah.
So you've gone to more sort of greens, the daffodils, and the landscape as well, of course, is different, isn't it?
Yes, I think from the transition between the work which I had done from Portugal and the work I'm doing now, there was a kind of almost shuffle of colours which I'd used. So, and this is quite exciting because I didn't really know what was going to come out colour-wise.
No, that's great. That's really good. I love them. I really do. And this one, of course, as well. This one I like because it goes along with my love of all things to do with fish.
Yes.
Go. Yeah. So remember that the exhibition here in the Judges' Lodgings in Presteigne is open now, and it closes in November of this year. So you've got plenty of time to come and visit. And I hope lots of people do, Rebecca, and I hope that you sell lots of your art.
Thank you.
Because being an artist in these hard times must be quite difficult, I would imagine. So good luck, and hopefully see lots of people here at Presteigne. Thank you.